What's going up, guys? Shawnee Salami. I just wanted to say before I start talking through this, I apologize for uploading twice in one day. I'm going to put it on the setting to not notify subscribers. I was just really excited about this game, so after this I'll go back to daily uploads, but I had a lot of time to play today, and this game was a banger. You will see why.
Take possession of those pigs.
So this was a great game. We ended up with 97 takedowns, and I think it was 3 deaths. And yeah, so we used the greatsword on Knight. The reason I almost always use greatsword on Aberfell is because I get really nostalgic, because even though it was only like, what, a year ago this update came out, I had a lot of good memories playing it with my brother when he was still into this game. And it was fun when the Highland Sword came out for like a week until everyone realized how good it was. And then the greatsword moved to Knight, which was exciting, and the Claymore skin came out. So yeah, it was really cool. So yeah, we'll get into this. It's not live commentary, obviously, but I think at one point we had like 65 takedowns without dying. It was pretty amazing. Yes, this was a great game, so we'll get into it right now.
This is a lot of what I do on attack. I don't necessarily pick up the pigs and bring them in. What I mostly do is escort, like, or protect, whatever you want to call it, people that are bringing the pigs over. Because not to sound cocky, I'm level 1000. I have a lot of experience, so I find myself more valuable as a fighter protecting them, if that makes sense. Like, I think that's what high levels should really do here, even though, you know, always play the objective. I feel like I am here. Here you see a virgin archer shooting at me. And as I always say, if this is your first time watching, we are try to be as wholesome as we can be, but archers are always fair game to troll. So this archer, I don't know what he's doing, man, but I think someone killed him, so we keep going here. Total berserker status. So, like, run over the fucking wall, jump down, and this, I thought I was dead to rights here. I was trying to hold them off long enough for the rest of my team to come, and it actually worked out. I think I had like a 65 takedown streak, so I know I didn't die there. I was very surprised. We did a good job of avoiding that guy's slash, like turning away from it, and then turning into R swing to kill him. What happened here? I don't know. Oh, right, so I think this is when I throw it at the other guy to kind of back him up, and then stun him, going for the kill. Then we capture one because why not? It's right there. Never know with your teammates if they're just going to make your life more difficult and not do it, right? Now, once again, I think I'm dead to rights here, but as a Chad, I survived. So when someone is a one-hander like that, if you're new, I'm not sure if you know this, but if you crouch, that stops your momentum from moving forward. So it looks a little goofy, so if you want to rewatch that real quick, it's up to you, but I keep my distance by crouching and then keep swinging, so I'm keeping my distance away from him. He's going to have to keep moving forward, and I stay in place. That's how you want to deal with the one-handers. So I hope you guys do get like a little bit of a guide out of this, because I try and give a little information to the newer players here, even though I'm mostly just narrating for fun and you guys seem to like it. But yeah, let me know if you guys like the advice I give or if it's too obvious. I'm open to constructive criticism. Anyway, let's move on. And credit where credit is due. I know we all whine about our teammates from time to time, but it was very cool to play with this team. Everyone's playing together. We're all moving together. It was pretty sick. That guy even jumped up, got rid of some archers, and then they came to his defense. Overall, it was a pretty even game. But yeah, like, both teams were really playing hard. I think we actually ended up losing, spoiler alert, but I was pretty happy with my individual performance. Yeah, so you'll see, I'm pretty sure we lost, but it was really good on both sides. Like, you can see, everyone's supporting each other, as I said. Like, they're moving together, we're moving together. It's a lot of group fights, and now this is where it gets interesting, because I wanted to talk about this a little bit. If you do go on a massive streak, or you're just a high level fancy heraldries I'll touch on this a little later as well. You will get targeted. And I kind of, even though video games are mostly a social thing to me, so right there, right, you saw that guy flourish at me. He wants a duel, and someone unfortunately joined in. But video games are really a social thing to me. But, you know, we get dumb and they can turn a little competitive here. We got a one-on-one with the spear guy, which is pretty cool. But, you know, we turn, as a male-dominated thing, as it's so stupid, we turn this stuff competitive and too serious. So, like, in this game, I noticed a lot of people were coming for me. Now, if you're an archer shooting from behind all your teammates, I'm speaking for myself, but I think most high levels would agree with that. That's ridiculous. Pick up a melee weapon. But if you're like a low level, I don't want to say making a name for yourself because that would come across as a little full of myself. But if you're trying to get better by going after the higher level players, like that guy flourishing, even though he's new, this guy with the maul did it too. Like, you can tell when people are doing it. I respect that. Like, I think it's really cool. I wasn't trolling the guy who just died with the maul because his fucking teammate threw a fire pot and killed him. Excuse my language and kissed him a few times, but that was a little, like, what are you doing, dude? The guy wanted to fight and you just threw a fire pot at me and killed your teammate. Anyway, I always welcome the challenge and respect the low levels that do that. At the end of the day, it's just a game, but I feel like that speaks to their character, if I could be deep for a second, because like they want to fight the best, and I welcome the challenge. But again, this archer shooting me, that not you, dude. Pick him out, pick up a sword, pick up an axe. Anyway, you'll see it a few times later on. Like, you can tell they probably saw the streak was getting massive. I have my heralds on, so you could, like, once you get a little experience, as I said a few times, you start to be able to tell when people are doing it. That last guy in the hamlet, or what is it called, village hamlet, was pretty obvious. I'll point out a few other times what I mean here, though.
Scatter the Mason by destroying that tower! Ignite the powder kegs at the base of the tower!
Fuck you, archer. Now at this point we see we have the objective done. I was a little cautious because of the streak. I didn't get in there as much as I should, but we wait for the team for a second, like a few minutes, or a few seconds ago. Then we would go to move up. That's some of the like positioning thing if you're new you could pay attention to. Like, sometimes your instinct is to run into like 6 or 7 people. I do that too, and I want to get a fun 1vx or whatever, but that's just too many people. So we turn around and see the team coming, then move forward. Now again, you want to utilize the crouch, stay far away, so that worked out well for the hit a second before that. Now, I think I went archer hunting here, but there was none around, so we can start going back in the hamlet, but we may as well help that guy out on the way. So we start to develop a little bit of a rivalry with that guy, TTV Frost. He targeted me a few times, like I was talking about the guy earlier. I think he got a little frustrated. If I believe so, he's the guy who teabags me later. You'll see that. Obviously, we get him back more so because we're better than him, even though I do think he was pretty decent. But I think it's coming up right now. So here he comes. We're fighting him. I get the counter feint. He got me with a really good overhead. So at that point, for the sake of protecting the streak, because I saw people fighting him, but he kept coming. So I did put him down. Again, I'm not saying he was bad, but like you could tell he's coming after me. He seemed like a pretty good player. Again, you'll see later what happens. I think I run into him once again. Yes, like I said, this dude's pissed. I think he actually almost kills me here. Like, he did get the better of me, credit where credit is due. So we back up and heal. This kind of felt like a bitch move that I did this. It was very soft. I'm cursing a lot. I apologize. I'm pretty hyped up today after this game. So then we go to heal up and take a forward spawn. So if you see right here, I kind of get in the instinct of blocking a little bit, just randomly. And that's because you never know if someone's going to like throw a javelin at you or throw a Dane axe. And I don't do that often unless like I'm being so cautious of, you know, protecting a streak. I don't even think it's really worth that much, but it's just something I do if no one's around. Why not waste the stamina? If it's protecting me for a second, fuck this archer. We take the med kit. And then this guy came behind me. There's two of them. So at this point, I think, oh no, the streak's over. But we come out on top here. I played this pretty well, honestly. And then the team comes, so they help us. I stay alive. I get both kills. So after checking the scoreboard right there, I noticed that it might be possible to get 100 takedowns without dying, right? Because I think I'm near 60 now. I'm going to get killed in a second here. But I start just whacking people to pad my stats. And that's where I start to get a little trouble because I want to hit and run kind of thing. And I shouldn't have done that. Karma comes for me in a few minutes or maybe even a minute. So I talk about selfish players a lot. That's kind of what I was doing. So now we're going to be punished for our transgressions by the Chiv gods. Because I kept playing selfish, I get that. So these guys come for me quick. I forget what happened here. Are these the guys that kill me? Yes, Heavy Mace Man. That was trying to come for me before. He teabags me. If there's ever a time I would like not be mad about a teabag, that was it right there. Because I did kind of hide from him twice to protect the streak. But as you know, we are better than almost all players, so we get him back later. Don't you worry. even if I do understand where he's coming from, you cannot be getting away with that against you.
Simply must feel the impact.
Now with the stress of the death being over with and the streak is over, we play normally. So we're supporting the team, not playing like an idiot and soft. We start getting up front. We're using the greatsword still. All these lives later, we decided to stick with it. And we got to move up to that, the pagan stones. I guess it's called a stone. It's like Stonehenge or whatever. So we're supporting everyone, trying to move up on like the sides a little bit. Something I noticed is this team was getting, like, they were letting me get behind them a little bit after this. Sorry, I had to teabag you, dude. You're not getting away with it before. I don't think we ran into him after that. Yeah, anyway, we move along, we keep doing that. So we get out behind them a lot for, I think, what do you call that, flank? So that was the one thing their team was kind of messing up. A lot of kills right here, that felt good.
Out of you all. Rock their spirit by destroying and taking
So this was pretty funny. I always forget this objective. You do get a death. It's not like blowing up and going flying on like the Gallon Court boats, for example. So you do get a death for that. If that ever happens to you, please make sure to forgive the people who push the stones, because they actually do get negative EXP for that. Thanks Stormbanner, like why they're getting punished for doing that makes no sense. But yeah, so just a little PSA there. Now we get a text from Mother. Never ignore your mom. If there's one thing you take away from this video, always answer your mom's text. It's like the expression says, you only get one. Then we move along. I'll keep it a buck. After I get that text, I do kind of play on autopilot from here on out. I think I even die about 3 times. Yeah, so I kind of just played like a little spaced out. I was kind of waiting to get that next text in. That was kind of my bad. But like I said, always answer your mom's text. So I don't really play that well from now on in this video. And I think I kind of, since I was playing really well before this, I feel like I kind of did cost the team a little bit. Quite honestly, because I was doing really well. Me and the second place guy were doing most of the work, even though they were like we were playing as a team, but me and the second guy had the most kills by a significant amount. So at this point, I let them down a little bit, but it was for a good reason. The final tally, I believe, is 97 takedowns and 4 deaths, I want to say. So yeah, it was a very good game by me. Not going to be humble about this one. And like I said in the beginning of the video, I apologize for uploading twice in a day. I'm not trying to spam you guys, but it was really exciting and I was very excited to share it. There's not going to be any commentary for the rest of this one. because I'm running out of phone battery and I want to export this. Just a heads up. Enjoy the clickbait title. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Please, Torn Banner, just release the fucking update. Excuse my language again, but I'm getting tired of this. It's supposed to be early August, right? Just release the update. All right, thank you. Bye.
Execute the enemy!
Rush into the stone circle and slay the pagan warlord! The pagan leaders are making the final stand! Eliminate them!